Just before today's gospel passage from Matthew 12, 1 to 8, Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are burdened, and I will give you rest." If we go to him as he asks, he can remove those burdens from us. But we must truly put ourselves in his hands. Not hang back, not try to hold on to some things while asking him to change our lives. After all, would we be happy with the results if we hired an interior decorator, turn our living space around, and then instead insisted that there were many old things that we would not let him or her touch? We cannot then hold back from Christ and then blame him for not giving us that promised rest. Following Jesus will involve a realigning of our values and principles and a broadening of the rules or the code that we live by. This latter may require us going off the accepted and safe rails to follow God in truth and in the Spirit. But for two reasons, this new freedom in Christ is far more demanding than merely living such basics as the Ten Commandments. For one thing, following only Jesus requires that we make sure that it's truly God that we're following and not our own corrupted wills. And for another, it demands that we be personally responsible for obeying God and letting ourselves hide behind a supposedly divine law. This way of living, this spirituality, is for the most courageous, the enterprising, those willing to be self-responsible, but not independent of God. These people have the courage to be wrong sometimes, but are robust and trusting enough in God's love to make some mistakes. This is not simply relieving ourselves of the burden of the law, only to fall into a self-scrutiny that is even worse. It's falling in love with God and finding life in a responsible, mature, and active freedom. Are these the adult people whom we wish to be? Good question to ponder this day. Have a blessed day.